Jessica. I'm a librarian here at Warren Newport Public Library. Today I'm going to talk about Alex and Ada by Jonathan Luna and Sarah Vaughn. This is a graphic novel. It's beautifully illustrated and a quick read. This is the story of Alex. He's 26 years old, living at home, really sort of stuck in a rut. He has a job, a good job. He goes every day, he comes home, he watches TV, he goes to bed, and gets up and does it again the next day. His girlfriend Claire broke up with him 7 months ago, and he just can't get over it. He's lonely, he's sad, and he misses her a lot. And he just doesn't know how to snap out of it. Well, on his birthday, he turns 27, and he has a phone call with his grandma. And I should mention this is a futuristic sort of book. He has a phone call with his grandma, and his grandmother says, "Happy birthday, honey, you're 27, how are you doing getting over Claire?" And, he sort of says, it's just really hard, I can't do it. And she says, what you should look into is something called an X5. An X5 isn't a robot, but a robot that appears to be a person. Like, you can't really tell the difference between this robot and a person. His grandmother happens to have this robot keeping her company all the time, and she really enjoys it. She says it really brings a lot to her life. He's not open to this idea at all. Alex thinks this is crazy. And not to mention, a robot is $0.8 million. So this isn't going to happen. So he, finishes up his birthday, which is kind of underwhelming, continues on with his life, comes home the next day, and his grandmother has bought him an X5. So in his living room is this huge box. He opens it up. He turns her on. Her name is Ada. Turns her on, and she's beautiful, and she's interesting. I mean, he's very intrigued by this robot. He doesn't really know what to do with it. And after a few days, he's like, I have to return this thing. This is creepy and weird, and I don't want anything to do with it. But then when it comes down to it, he can't return it. The people come to take her back, and he just can't. It almost feels like this robot has feelings, and like he's, telling her she's not good enough or something. So he instead decides to try to do some research into how to make Ada more lifelike, and how to make her more of a companion to him. And so he gets into this underground world where they sort of tell him that this is possible. You can make her more lifelike. Of course, the problem with that is once she's more lifelike, she may choose to leave. She may choose not to stay. So it's a really good book. This is the first in the series. There's several in the series. And it's an interesting look at robots and about how, what kind of role they could play in our future. But a good story anyway. So the story, again, is Alex and Ada by Jonathan Luna and Sarah Vaughn. I hope you'll check it out.